They arrested just like as they arrested me. My own was miracle. I don't have to go to details of what happened, but I'm here now to answer your questions. But a lot of my friends are dead. A lot of them died. Young, promising people died because they won their freedom. Freedom fighters.
So are you saying you are from Anambra State?
No, I was born and brought up in Anambra State. I'm from Imo State. Look at my state. My state is even Sambisa Forest. Sambisa Forest that you talk about in the north is in my state. Killing young people. And these people are coming back to tell you, vote 2023. By 2023, will you be alive? As they are killing you everywhere. There is Fulani herdsmen which they force you news people to report that they are bandits. There is nothing like bandits. All of them are Fulani herdsmen. Bandit does not exist. It is only orchestrated by the government in order to cover their crimes. They know that bandits are Fulani and they know that bandits are their people. They orchestrate it to cover their crimes. And everybody is talking about 2023 without talking about you can never move from here now to Ogun State with your mind calm. Every time you move in fear in Nigeria and you still talk about 2023. I pity everyone.
Thank you very much. That now brings me to the question. What's really happening in Imo State? Why the killings?
Why the killings? You go and ask the governor. The governor of Imo State, Hope Uzodimma, invited the military to finish his king's men. Why? Go and ask the governor. There is invasion into the bushes of Imo State, killing and pillaging, which was reported. It was reported even in the newspaper, even in the news. Those people that killed innocent people in Imo State have not been brought to book. When people protested, he invited the military to cover up the people committing the atrocity, and the rest becomes the story. The rest is what we are suffering in Imo State today. Even today now, it have already extended to the whole of the eastern region. You cannot move from here to here with your security guaranteed. They are playing politics with people's life, and it must end when the people of Nigeria rise up to ask for their freedom. Enough is enough. You cannot be voting every time without our security. We cannot be voting every time. Listen, the people of Nigeria have always politicized this thing, but me, I don't go by politics because I don't believe in any of them in politics. I don't like Peter Obi, I don't like Atiku, I don't like Tinubu, all of them, I don't like them. I can only like one thing, my freedom. That's the only thing that I like. The freedom of my children, that's the only thing that I like.
Okay, now, that now brought me to the question. Does that mean that you're not going to vote come 2023?
My brother, you are funny. Does it mean that I'm not going to vote come 2023? Voting on which constitution?
Okay, what's the solution?
The solution is mass protest. Protest against you see what happened in Sri Lanka? When the people of Sri Lanka stood up, they walked and they reclaimed their freedom. The masses are going to the solution is mass movement, mass protest. Revolution can only stop these people, not by any other thing. It is revolution.
Good evening, wonderful people, great Biafrans. I greet you, each and every one of you. Wherever you're watching, whenever you've been listening, more especially those in Biafraland. Because I meant to understand that 95% of the people listening to me are in Biafraland. As we are doing our own job here, so also you are doing your own work. This is a general thank you for each and every one of us. And each and every one of you who have remained resolute on this quest for our freedom. Today is the 16th day of September 2022. And by the special grace of God, tomorrow being the 17th, is fundraising for the Eastern Security Network. My name is still Mazi Odinkemma and Nwachineke, aka Afro Cronkite, the second disciple of Nwachineke Kanu, serving the indigenous people of Biafra through media, evangelists, and also in music. Please, as you're joining, click the share button, like button if you're watching from YouTube, so that other people can be able to get the message.
It's your freedom. Instead of you to accept freedom, you choose to be a saboteur. Free yourself.
Free yourself, motherfuckers.
Are you gonna be in this jealousy?
Yeah, what up? Yeah, what up? Yeah, what up?
Gotta wake up, forget about hypocrisy.
Tell them what they have to know.
You're the gospel of freedom we are preaching.
Every day now and then.
Why you say evil man?
Yep,
Evil man
what
that.
up?
Evil man
Yep,
this. And evil man
what
that.
up? I say, how long? To the coastal region, all you stay, and you say, Iba man this, Iba man that. Let me remind you that the economics prosper, but the so-called South is currently being seized and controlled by the Fulani Janja way. And you say, Iba man this, Iba man that. Are you also aware that even the oil was in Abia State, Imo State, Anambra State, and recently even in Enugu State are being owned and controlled by the Fulani Janja way? And you say, Iba man this, Iba man that. Are you also aware that after the sharing process of the oil between the alliance in Shell, in Mobile, in Egypt, and the alliance of the sovereign of the United States of America?
How long are you gonna be in this jealousy?
Yeah, what up? Yeah, what up? Yeah, what up?
Gotta wake up, forget about hypocrisy.
Tell them what they have to know.
You're the gospel of freedom we are preaching.
Every day now and then.
Why you say evil man?
Yep,
Evil man
what
that.
up?
Evil man
Yep,
this. And
yep.
evil man that.
The leftover is given to the 44 local government of Kano State and the rest of the northern state of Nigeria. And you say, Ibo man this, Ibo man that. I say, how long? Mazi Kanu is the man God had chosen to restore the world, starting from the restoration of Biafra, Africa, and the rest of the world, so that everyone can have a freedom of speech, everyone can have a freedom of movement. This is exactly what we are lacking in the damnable zoological Republic of Nigeria. Unlike the Mazi Kanu used to say that calling Nigeria a zoo is like insulting an animal living in the forest. Yeah.
How long are you gonna be in this jealousy?
Yeah, what up? Yeah, what up? Yeah, what up?
Gotta wake up, forget about hypocrisy.
Tell them what they have to know.
You're the gospel of freedom we are preaching.
Every day now and then.
Why you say evil man?
Yep,
Evil man that. Evil man
Yep,
this. And
yep.
evil man that.
Now listen again.
Jealousy is the root of hatred.
Jealousy is the root of hatred.
Don't overlook the voice of freedom now.
Come on now.
Reach the freedom of
Every day now and
Biafraland.
then.
If I am free, you are free. Africa will be free.
Pick up people living in Nigeria, they don't think of reason. Man of the man of the world. Mazi Kanu salute you. Oza, a prince from the east, rising from the West Africa. Upon the trigger, the sun rises, the sun sets. Then hurry around to rise again for the restoration of Biafra, Africa, and the rest of the world.
How long are you gonna be in this jealousy?
Yeah, what up? Yeah, what up? Yeah, what up?
Gotta wake up, forget about hypocrisy.
Tell them what they have to know.
You're the gospel of freedom we are preaching.
Every day now and then.
Why you say evil man?
Yep,
Evil man
what
that.
up?
Evil man this.
Yep,
And
yep.
evil man that.
Back to the coastal region, or you stay, and you say, Igbo man will dominate you, huh? Let me ask you, how many oil plots do you have in your land? How many billionaires do you have in your land? What about the land? Has it been clean? Your children are drinking dirty water, and you say, Igbo man this, Igbo man that. Your children out of school, you say, Igbo man this, Igbo man that. Your brother out of job. You say, Igbo man this, Igbo man that. When are you gonna land? When are you gonna see that Igbo man is your brother? Think about the time when you want to succeed. Think about the time when you want to have a liberty. Think about the time when you want to excel. Igbo's not your problem, Fulani's your problem. Igbo's not your head, Fulani's your head. Igbo's not your enemy, Fulani's your enemy. What about your progress? Igbo want your progress. Donald Ego says so. Fulani said that all you in Bayelsa said belong to Kanu and Jigawa. Not the bomber says so. Yeah, yeah.
How long are you gonna be in this jealousy?
Yeah, what up? Yeah, what up? Yeah, what up?
You gotta wake up, forget about hypocrisy.
That's what they have to know. No.
You are the gospel of freedom, we are.
Every day now and then.
You say Igbo man this, Igbo man that, Igbo man this, and Igbo man that.
Fulani living for you when and how your Russian build and how you use power generated from your resources. Not the woman says so. Preaching the gospel but to set you free. You say Igbo man this, that. Odinkemma on the microphone. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah, welcome back. Without wasting much of your time, let us just move straight to the business of the day. There is a video that is going viral just recently, about 4 or 5 days ago. And this video says that unknown gunmen attack a Fanyoba. I want to stand today to say that is a blasphemy. I have never seen where an attack like that happened, that the targeted politician is being killed. The only people that you will see or will hear that are being killed, their aid, police, army.
Back to the coastal region, or you stay and you say Igbo man will dominate you. Let me ask you, how many oil plots do you have in your land? How many billionaires do you have in your land? What about the land? Has it been clean? Your children are drinking dirty water, and you say Igbo man this, Igbo man that. Your children
blood. Being a soldier, being a police, being an aide. They will use you. They can even as much as set you.
You want the gospel of freedom, we are.
Every day that one
You say Igbo man,
Yes,
Igbo man that, Igbo man this, and Igbo man that, yeah.
From my living for you when and how your rose and build and how you use power generated from your resources. Not the woman says so. Preaching the gospel, but to set you free. You say, Igbo man, this, that. Odinkemma on the microphone. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah, welcome back. Without wasting much of your time, let us just move straight to the business of the day. There is a video that is going viral just recently, about 4 or 5 days ago. And this video says that unknown gunmen attack a Fanyoba. I want to stand today to say that is a blasphemy. I have never seen where an attack like that happened, that the targeted politician is being killed. The only people that you will see or will hear that are being killed, their aid, police, army. You know what I'm saying now? So that is a blasphemy, bata. Ase. The only time that I will be happy, whether it is orchestrated by their political opponent or by our gallant men, is that the targeted person being the politicians go down. You know what I'm saying now? And this is also to say that those aid or those police or those old soldiers that are being allowed themselves to be killed by these political mongers, putting it on the Eastern Security Network, that you are a fool. It has never occurred to you that these politicians, all of them, are in occultic. Some of them pay their dues by blood, monthly. Some of them pay weekly. Some of them pay yearly. These things are grade by grade. You know what I'm saying now? And how are they going to get those blood in order to please whatever that they're serving? It's your blood. Being a soldier, being a police, being an aide. They will use you. They can even as much as set you up to target Eastern Security Network or to target unknown gunmen, that they are the people who did this very job, in order to have a justification to bring more bombardment in Biafraland. You know what I'm saying now? The only time that I will be happy that such an attack is being targeted and got the same person, the main person that attack is targeted. I don't care who is that person, who orchestrated that very plan. I don't care. The other, I think last year, we heard that Hope Uzodinma was attacked. Nothing happened to him. But the people that are being killed are the police. I can make you assume I want to now. Go. They will promise you heaven and earth. They will increase your salary. Anytime you hear them that they say that they are going to increase your salary, know that they are occultic member, wherever they belong to, they are looking for blood. They have already planned. People that will have a mind, game will be zitende soldier. I've been at their village just because of power. And you think that you are that is Mawaga. I trust him. Go on now. So this very video that we saw a few days ago, convoy of Ifeanyi attack, he escaped. Why would he escape if he's not the one that planned it? Why would he escape if it is not their political opponent that planned it? That is why, from the start of this very program, I say that I understand that 95% of my followers, the people who are listening to what I'm saying, are in Biafraland. So never ever think or have any kind of biased mind that hey, they are going to. It is then them. It is then them. It is then them. Not them. The only time that I will be happy, more diva Mazi Odinkemma and Nwachineke, God happy. But I say that now, if I knew back, Senator if I knew back, now but I both not winning. Anyana pozu anya. Mo ba say that na hope uzo dem ma. Na ba about wenye anyana pozu. Mo ba say that na Dave Umai. Na about tunye anyana pozu anya. Mo ba say na Ugwan. Na about tulie anyana pozu anya. That is when we have next celebrate. Why do you really think that when I said the exposition that I made concerning the what is it called? The Alaba International? After making the exposition, I called him out in this very program. He confessed. I pull out his information and I am begging people to go to his house and pull it down. I want to see the video to make a testimony. That is the kind of testimony. I can be. We are not here to play. You know what I'm saying now? And I better be. So nobody tell me that he escaped. Escape what? Why would he escape? Are they not the people bringing bombardment in Biafraland? Are they not the people? Do you know how much Ifeanyi is owing his club? The football club that he has in the Nnewi. Go and ask, make your research. His workers. His football club in Nnewi, Ifeanyi football club in Nnewi, do you know that he is not paying his workers, but you see him driving bulletproof here and there? You know what I'm saying now? So nobody come here and tell me that if I escape, and some people, anyway, it's good that some of these things is happening because I've seen some of the people that claim to be IPOB media warriors. They are sympathizing with him. They will pick up such a message, either from the Zoo Nigeria, without anything, without any write-up, to show that they are for the struggle. You know what I'm saying now? So, even if it's our men that did the work or not, as long as I'm concerned, it is not our men. This is Ifeanyi and his team. You understand what I'm saying now? This is Ifeanyi and his team. Let's see. Let us watch that video. Okay, friend.
Hola, man, man, to dan fi ende fi wa. Osabwa. Hola, man, life le lugu. You are man now.
Two men left here along the side. Two men along the side. All the police are make us
You see that? These are people's husbands, though, that this politician use them for sacrifice. And their wife, their siblings, who will say, is ESN, Eastern Security Network. You're a fool in this critical condition as a wife, as a brother. You know that number 2 enemy of Biafra struggle is police and military. Number one is these politicians. You know what I'm saying now? And you know that our main target is to disintegrate Nigeria. When we say that to end Nigeria in 2023 is a task that must be done collectively, and you know that your brother is a police protecting the vampires, you know that your husband is a police or military protecting the vampires, he will come back, or she will come back and tell you they increase his salary. You did not ask him, why now? Since 2012 or since 2009 or since 2000 you joined police force. Sometimes they will owe you. I have seen a video where the police are making they are on strike. They are protesting on the road because Nigerian government is owing them. You never ask yourself a question. You never ask yourself a question to say, why is it now that they begin to increase your salary? The next thing, after a few months, you will hear that your husband or your brother is dead. You will not advise him to resign from that work. You will not advise him. You say, what will my family eat? Can even my family get it? I'm going to say, so when they want to channel your anger toward the this movement, not that we are not the enemy. They are the enemy. They are playing a chess game to use that to change your mindset. Instead of looking the main direction where the problem is, they will focus you one other side, supported with their media. These are husbands, people, people's husbands. These are people's uncles. You also say now, if I'm your bar and co, they have used them for ritual. That is number one, their benefit. Number two benefit is that they will now use this for justification to bring bombardment in Biafraland. And some of you are shouting. Some of you are shouting. Some of you are saying this. That is why our people don't reason. Sometimes when I see what people are doing on social media or writing on just this and now, one them will degree. Intellectuals. Intellectuals. Look at it. People's husband, people's wife. They gun you down for nothing, and they say that they find you will escape. Why would he escape? That is a question. Allah. They have started the attack. Why would he escape? Why would he escape? The number one, we want to see much. Upon we, Mazi Odinkemma Chiji with an wefu. Asem that mana ne butulu na babulu ifanyoba. Obugo no plan yi me no open the family. Amputa no nye me lifa anua. Enwo onyo mekwo mo. Obuno if kafanya idiot anu no na Imo State. Ebutu onye. Obuno this nkan no na Anambra State. Soludo, ebutu onye, atatu onye. Assistant na aid, police, some policemen, some soldiers. And you're a sibling. Is your uncle, is your father, is your husband. When I watch your way. before I got to the next section.
What the fuck? The price of Nazareth. No wonder. When we convoy now, if I over on an email. Okay.
So you see, don't allow these people to toy your mind, not toy your brain. Do not allow them to toy your brain. We want to see the men corporate. We want to see them. As na kwa tuonya. Mputa na wewu. Broadcast here, or bronca allegedly. Now, mas in them alone, and then Unemeka. I'm telling you now. Unemeka, because one of the advice, if not the best, that Mr. Capo Daniel of Ambazonia gave to Biafrans and the DOS. This is it on your screen. We are going to read it. I got through. Because whenever some situation occurs like this, we really need to visit the past in order to make the present perfect. This is from Mr. Capo Daniel. He said, do not expect MNK to say anything from DSS dungeon, but strategy have to be applied in the DSS dungeon. And that is why he cannot say anything to Biafrans. And IPOB worldwide apply because of sanity reasons. He said, focus on what MNK said here. Focus on what he said here. Focus on what he told us before he was kidnapped from Kenya. What is that? There will be no election. Our number one enemies are politicians. Ohaneze ndoshi na ndama. And kai suwe lokate etu anwa na anu na John Nyanwodo na akatugie. Mobasa no obi ozo na akotule. If you ga no na Japan no obi ozo house. Kedu ife me na ewetaria? Mobinu na Pidobia aputa sigo na his house. His house in his mall in Abuja, it was raised. Kedive me na akotudonya. Mobinu na asigo na onye nga emeli attack. What kind of arrant nonsense? But Mazi Odinkemma, it was never allegedly. Apia button. Ozugbo ejide. Olu na nke Biafra ejide ozugbo. Ma ba cho innocent person etu anu agugba anya etu anu ebonye ebubo. So na nke ka na confirm. The same thing with the Zoo Nigerian media. When it comes to our own, they will give it direct. But when it comes to their own, allegedly, people have to. People really need to begin to. That is why I'm saying mostly my followers, 95% of people listening to me, and Biafraland and in some part of the Zoo Nigeria. As they should listen. They should get on again to of more of one. Kono again to of more of one. Kono na anu kone ba na anu kanye ba. Our number one enemy is the politicians. There will be no election in Biafraland. You also say now, because this is a war. And Mr. Capo Daniel said, he said, when this is done, you will get your freedom. Our number one enemy, the politicians. Now he said, if you want MNK, just like the South Africans want Mandela to be free, they did not fight it in court. That is why I said some time ago that what the legal things are doing, they are doing it to just buy us time. You know what I'm saying now? That is why I keep on repeating again, saying that why would Ifeanyi Ubah escape? Escape? That is to tell you, it is them, they set it up to use other people's family in order for sacrifice. Because the occultic where they belong demanded for blood. And then I go back again, the families, those people, those police, those army, aid. And you're still working for the number one enemy of Biafra. Do you understand what I'm saying now? You have to reason. Advise your wife, if your wife is a police army, let her resign. Because they are going to use her for ritual. If since 2012 or since 2009 or since 2000 you join police force, sometimes they will owe you. I have seen a video where the police are making they are on strike. They are protesting on the road because Nigerian government is owing them. You never ask yourself a question. You never ask yourself a question to say, why is it now that they begin to increase your salary? The next thing, after a few months, you will hear that your husband or your brother is dead. You will not advise him to resign from that work. You will not advise him. You say, what will my family eat? Can even my family get it? I'm going to say, Marife. So when they want to channel your anger toward the this movement, not that we are not the enemy. They are the enemy. They are playing a chess game to use that to change your mindset. Instead of looking the main direction where the problem is, they will focus you one other side, supported with their media. These are husbands, people's husbands. These are people's uncles. You understand saying that? If I'm your bar and co, they have used them for ritual. That is number one.
Freedom is your freedom. Instead of you to accept freedom, you choose to be a saboteur. Free yourself.
Free yourself, motherfuckers.
How long are you gonna be in this jealousy?
Yeah, what up? Yeah, what up? Yeah, what up?
You gotta wake up, forget about hypocrisy.
Tell them what they have to know. No.
You're the gospel of freedom we are preaching.
Every day now and then.
Why you say Igbo man this, Igbo man
What
that,
up?
Igbo man this, and Igbo man
What
that.
up? I say, how long? To the coastal region, or you stay, and you say, Igbo man this, Igbo man that. Let me remind you that the economics prosper, but the so-called South is currently being seized and controlled by the Fulani Janjaweed. And you say, Igbo man this, Igbo man that. Are you also aware that even the oil was in Abia State, Imo State, Anambra State, and recently even in Enugu State are being owned and controlled by the Fulani Janjaweed? And you say, Igbo man this, Igbo man that. Are you also aware that after the sharing process of the oil between the alliance in Shell, in Mobile, in Najib, and the alliance of the Teforin of the United States of America?
How long are you gonna be in this jealousy?
Yeah, what up? Yeah, what up? Yeah, what up?
You gotta wake up, forget about hypocrisy.
Tell them what they have to know.
You're the gospel of freedom we are preaching.
Every day now and then.
Why you say Igbo man
Yes,
this,
yes,
Igbo man
what
that,
up?
Igbo man this,
Yep,
and
yep.
Igbo man that. Yeah.
The leftover is given to the 44 local government of Kano State and the rest of the northern state of Nigeria. And you say, Igbo man this, Igbo man that. I say, how long? Mazi Odinkemma is the man God had chosen to restore the world, starting from the restoration of Biafra, Africa, and the rest of the world, so that everyone can have a freedom of speech, everyone can have a freedom of movement. This is exactly what we are lacking in the damnable zoological republic of Nigeria. Unlike the Mazi Odinkemma used to say that calling Nigeria a zoo is like insulting an animal living in the forest. Yeah.
How long are you gonna be in this jealousy?
Yeah, what up? Yeah, what up? Yeah, what up?
You gotta wake up, forget about hypocrisy.
Tell them what they have to know.
You're the gospel of freedom we are preaching.
Every day now and then.
Why you say Igbo man
Yes,
this,
yes.
Igbo man
What
that,
up?
Igbo man
Yep,
this, and
yep.
Igbo man that. Yeah.
Now listen again.
Jealousy is the root of hatred.
Jealousy is the root of hatred.
Don't overlook the voice of freedom now.
Come on now.
Reach the freedom of Biafraland.
Every day now and then.
If I am free, you are free. Africa will be free.
Pick up people living in Nigeria, they don't think of reason. Man of the man of the world. Mazi Odinkemma salute you. Oza, a prince from the east, rising from the West Africa. Upon the trigger, the sun rises, the sun sets. Then hurry around to rise again for the restoration of Biafra, Africa, and the rest of the world.
How long are you gonna be in this jealousy?
Yeah, what up? Yeah, what up? Yeah, what up?
You gotta wake up, forget about hypocrisy.
Tell them what they have to know.
You're the gospel of freedom we are preaching.
Every day now and then.
Why you say Igbo man
Yes,
this,
yeah.
Igbo man
What
that,
up?
Igbo man this,
Yep,
and
yep.
Igbo man that. Yeah.
Back to the coastal region, or you stay, and you say Igbo man will dominate you. Let me ask you, how many oil plots do you have in your land? How many billionaires do you have in your land? What about the land? Has it been clean? Your children are drinking dirty water, and you say Igbo man this, Igbo man that. Your children out of school, you say Igbo man this, Igbo man that. Your brother out of job, you say Igbo man this, Igbo man that. When are you gonna land? When are you gonna see that Igbo man is your brother? Think about the time when you want to succeed. Think about the time when you want to have a liberty. Think about the time when you want to excel. Igbo's not your problem, Fulani's your problem. Igbo's not your head, Fulani's your head. Igbo's not your enemy, Fulani's your enemy. What about your progress? Igbo want your progress. Donald Ego says so. Fulani said that all you in Bayelsa said belong to Kanu and Jigawa. Not Igbo man says so. Yeah, yeah.
How long are you gonna be in this jealousy?
Yeah, what up? Yeah, what up? Yeah, what up?
You gotta wake up, forget about hypocrisy.
That's what they have to know.
You're the gospel of freedom we are preaching.
Every day now and then.
But you say Igbo man this,
Yeah,
Igbo man
what
that,
up?
Igbo man this,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Igbo man that. Yeah.
Fulani determine for you when and how your Russian build and how you use power generated from your resources. Not Igbo man says so. Preaching the gospel but to set you free. You say Igbo man this, that. Odinkemma on the microphone. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You will lose your anger, Tina IPUB, but you never ask yourself, what is the reason? What? What are they fighting for? They will not allow you to reason that way, but the other way around. That's what Mr. Capo Daniel said that Biafrans missed the opportunity in the last election, November 6, 2021, which of course, that was what put Soludo in power. That is the political solution. You understand what I'm saying now? That is the political solution. To make sure that they suppress what we are doing. So they can bring any other strategy in order to do what? To make sure that they suppress what we are doing. If this strategy does not work for them, they will use another strategy, which we are going to go into that another strategy. We are going to go into another strategy that they are bringing. You understand what I'm saying now? If they use this strategy, they will use another strategy. As long as that they live on this planet of Earth, they will never allow Biafra to come. That is why I ask again, why is it that you will tell me that Ifeanyi Ubah escaped? Why would he escape if he is not the one that planned it? How many people did they kill there? Why would he escape? Is he not among the convoy? Was he not among the convoy? Why would he escape? So you people should stop feeding on with this bullshit. When we see his head, is either we'll thank his political opponent or we'll thank our gallant men. Either way, it's a win-win situation. But killing innocent people, tagging on the gallant men, then you're wasting your time. Even if our gallant men are the ones that did this job and miss, me, myself, Mazi Odinkemma, can never admit that somebody is responsible from our side. It's only when that person is down, then I will now be happy. If it is the opponent or we, I don't know. He went on to say that the DSS, the Nigerian government, they have resources to manage the youth in calming down situations. They have a degree in electoral box. Then you have a political participation in an election, willing to participate. You understand what I'm saying now? Willing to participate. That's why they'll tell you 2023. They will use all manner of things to convince the youth. They will tell the youth that the IPOB is their problem. They are the people bringing insecurity. Vote a P2B so that you have change. But those Efulefu will not know. They will not ask them question. What have you achieved since 1960, 63 up until down? What have Nigeria achieved? Do you understand what I'm saying now? They will promise them job. They will say, I'll put you in police. I will put you in army. They want your head though, because time will come. They are using you as a shield. They will say, do you want to work in government house? Come. They are using you for shield. When they need a human blood, they will take your head for sacrifice. Makana wana go ochinte. One me no ranu. Ana go ochinte one me no ranu. Bana go give back yemulanya because sagwalogo sugu na Nigeria ga end na 2023. Nigeria ga end na 2023. Yaka haja agbakurukure ana agbagari eme nka awu okoro amaba nka esi na dead man squad amaba na ebubago esi na ebubago amapụta asịgo Southern Eastern Security Network echi niile asịgo nka ana eme tumbom onye anụ apụta to the extent na ihe governor apụta asịgo that na fara work with DOS ngwa ka anyị na-ene n'anya ka anyị fụzie ife ga-eme nụnụ ka anyị maka na ha na-eme tumbom strategy nke awọkọrọ patra ya nka ọbụna nke anụ awọkọrọ atra ya nka kedu ihe ga-eme kedu ife anyị ga-eme ka eme gịnị ka e destabilize these people how to determine how to consistent a na-eme tumbom tụrụ ogiri ise Igbo mara a na-eme tumbom atụta nka awa atụa nka that is why jụọ egwu ụnụ nwa na onwe ụnụ nọ n'ụlọ jisi na ike n'ọlụ ụnụ na-alụ anyị nwa na onwe anyị n'ebe anyị nafa na-eme you know so now this political participation, these willing political participants that are willing to participate in an election, how about our number one enemy? Yakan Juena say, Obune attack data. Kedi you mean these political participants? Mobunde no noche already. No profile hane mweta. Okay, man okofanga. Etu anu yige ju ebuta echini onya tata onya anu asugo no PDP. Echini no moba na APC. From APC omoba na Keva na Labour Party. From Labour Party omobuta mana YYC. Osi YYC obanya na SSS. Osi na SSS obanya na DKK. Osi na DKK omobata na KKK. Osi etu anunwa fana omagari nda akwuna politicians. Ewolisi onu na agba tumbom. Ewolisi onu na agba tumbom inolu. Echi niile asụgo bịara ka ịlụ na gọọmenti haus a ga-akwụ gị ezigbote ụgwọ oge ga-elubegokwa ahụ if we broadcast na-eme kịta if ife anụ nwanna agwa m ụnụ wee sịnụ na my own analysis na adụ ka na-agba afa maka na nna-ekwu ọ na-eme nna-ekwu mgbe ị ga-eji eme anya pim ọ na-eme na-afụ ya n'anya analysis nke mbụ 100% accurate. Makia na fekwa mekwuri echi. I can never say it tomorrow. If I don't know, I cannot say it tomorrow. Enwe ka atụta aka. Mana etu an si edelie kitango we na-edelie na-agwa onye nwelu ntị ka o mee gịnị ka o jiri ntị ya wee nụ. Ka i wee malụ na Nigeria na fa afụ kịta anụ a na-eme ka apachi anya. Onwe gị ya na pachite ya ajụjụ ị ga-ajụ onwe gị otu ajụjụ nchọ ka ịjụ onwe gị bụ Buhari nwụrụ na 2017 okay ha wee cheta na kpuchigide even na Maazị Nnamdi Kanu kwụ ya n'ọnụ wee na-ekwu mana ịjụgo onwe gị ajụjụ n'ime count charges anụ kedu ihe mere ha etinyere ya maka ọ bụrụ na ha tinye asiko a ga-emenu proof ka eweta DNA ka emenunu ka afụ mana kpafu anya nso Now, Queen Elizabeth anwa abaya now. Okay, well, Madifa na agwa kifa anwa. Na Nigeria stand for the corrupt African leaders, manipulation, killing, hunger. That is even Nigeria stand for. Why this agitation and mass they can stand for Guinea for total liberation of Africa? Queen Elizabeth agbaya na ozugbo mana Buhari nwụrụ eme gịnị fakpuchie maka na Buhari ka a ga-eji enweta ife achọrọ mana na-agwa gị ịnara anụ agwa gị ịnara anụ mmadụ apụta na aghọrọ ego si gị na oye emelu gị heaven and earth na 2023 n'oge eme nka na-eme nka mwepụta vidio m wepụtara wee gosi wee na-agwa gị si gị na-ekwe polisi ndị ọcha wepụtara na ha mara ụma wee debe Afrịka ọnọdụ anụnwa ha nọ na ya ka Afrịka na-ata afụfụ ka fa nwere onwe fa bụ ndị nọ na west ka ha na-elile arụ na-amala abụba ha na-amala abụba arụfa na-ama poko ihe egbusisi onwe gị igbusi ịbịakwute fa asị gị fa na-agwa gị n'ọnụnwa bụ the problem nọ your leader mana ọkwa polisi adebekwalụ ọgwụ ya ka Maazị Nnamdi Kanu ju egwu wee sị etu ọ na osu eso ọgụgụ akwụkwọ nwanso ịbịa ka iruluo na zoo Nigeria under this constitution 1999 na nwere ebe iji azụ eje yatafenegwu na mvari structure anya iwe na chiezi ha ga-ejuzi ajụjụ kedu ihe mezilu ha ji wee gbuo ife karịrị 3.5 to 5 to 6 million Biafrans ọkụ maka restructuring. Anyị na-agwazi gị na ekwusi ọgwụ ya bụ gịnị? Total freedom, referendum. Ị nọrọkwa ị na-agbakwa onye gị na ya na-eme ife karat. Ị na-agbanye karat, ị na-agbanye karat. Ha na-afọ gị ego na-adọta gị. Oge gị na-abịakwa. Political participants ha bụ anụmanụ enemy. Mr. Capo Daniel Weganiru Wesi, Biafrans never allow one single ballot box in Biafraland. In even any other person that is voting, no duka one woluma wena manye Mazi Nnamdi Kanu n'obi. Maka na eme nke egwuru ese gini, there will be nothing like 2023 election in Biafraland. Ama beta nekwu na maka na ife achọrọ bụ ka eme gịnị ka emebisia foundation anụnwa ka eseta anụnwa nga anya n'iyi onye ọbụla eme gịnị azala ọnụ ya ịbụ nwoke o ịbụ nwanyị ịbụ nwatakịrị ijila ọnụ gị kwue ebe ịchọ ịnọ ịchọ nwere onwe n'ime Biafra ma ọ bụ Oduduwa ka echi nọ n'ime Nigeria ọ bụchakwa maka ya bụ foundation alụ eji alụlụ anụ wee lụ ya ọ ya obodo polisi anụ nwa nna agwado foreign policy amụta nnegwu na foreign policy eji wee jide anyị n'ọrụ a na-agwago ya leaders ewetago onye ahụ ewetago onye a Mr. Capo Daniel wee na-ekwu wee na-asị na onye ọbụla tụrụ vootu ọ bụ na ị nwere onye bụ Mr. Capo Daniel bụ ya na bụ onye na-esote onye isi ndị ọchịagha na Ambazonia DOS melinye invite ka ọ bịa nyefe ndụmọdụ ọ wee bịa wee na-enyefe ndụmọdụ wee na-asị ka ha ghara ikwe ka atụa eweta ballot box na Biafraland si na atụ vote na onye ọbụla tụrụ votu na ọ dị ka ọ na-ewelu mma na-amanye Maazị Nnamdi Kanu n'obi anya bụ njọ na o nwekọ mgbaghalụ dị na ya. Ebe ọ bụla ị nọ na mpaghara Naijiria, ụmụ anụmanụ, mana ị bụ nwa afọ Biafra, ọ sịgo gịnị? Unu atụkwana votu. Nke a bụ ndụmọdụ ọ na-enyekwa DOS, ndụmọdụ ọ na-enyefa ka ha were ikike ha nwere wee gbasa ozi anụnwa ka onye ọbụla bụ onye nọ n'ala Igbo ma ala Biafra ma ọ bụ na mpaghara ọbụla nọ na Naijiria bụ obodo ụmụ anụmanụ mana ikpo onwego Biafra, ọ wee na-agwa unu wee sị ka gịnị? Ka ozi ahụ na-ezi DOS ka o luo unu ntị. Mana inunugo ka DOS pụtara wee gwa unu wee zie unu ozi a, papụta ka ha gọọ, papụta ka ha gọọ, maka na mụ na onwe m dị ha anụnwa ewelu m obi umeala, ọkwife obi umeala, ewelu m obi umeala wee tọọ ntị n'ala wee na-ege na-ede fama maka ife anụ na fa agwago. They know about it. Onye nke mere nye interview melo Mr. Capo Daniel na fekwu okwe bụ nke a na-akpọ the general Nwachineke Okechukwu, amam na Okechukwu bụ afọ ya ka ogene nke si na onwelo more than 1,000 messages na WhatsApp phone ye o were na-etu ọnụ. O nwere 1,000 messages na phone ye bụ Biafrans na-akpọ ya o were na-etu ọnụ. Ya ga bụ onye mere interview ga jụọ ya ka ọ gọọ. Nke a bụ ndụmọdụ Mr. Capo Daniel na-enye DOS onye na-agwa, mana ya bụ ozi ezikọ ya ka mma bụ Mazi Odinkemma nke ndị Nwachineke na-ezi unu na ọ sịlụ onye ọbụla tụrụ votu na ọ dị ka ọ na-ewolu mma na-amanye Maazị Nnamdi Kanu n'obi. Ebe ọbụla ị nọ na mpaghara ụmụ anụmanụ bụ Naijiria, gwa emena gịnị? Gwa nwa na tụọ votu, maka na ịtụọ votu onwekwa mgbaghalụ nọ na ya, ama agbaghalụkwago ka a na-aga n'iru. O wee na-asị even na general 2023 general election anụnwa, na even na this 20 ka anyị wele wee set ya example. Ọkwa ya bụ otu okwu anụ anyị na-efe ekwu wee sị na a ga-emebi ụlọ ekwensu anụnwa bụ Naijiria na 2023 na a na-enwe ihe dị ka gịnị? Election. Ị bụ nwoke o, ị bụ nwaanyị o, as long as n'ilu 18 years n'inwe ikikere ịtụ votu ma na ị bụ nwa afọ Biafra, ebe ọbụla ị nọ, atụkwana votu. Ha tụba ha chiba onwefa ka anyị nwe na onwe anyị kweta na Biafra, maka na anyị nweta Biafra ife ọbụla bụ ife ị na-achọ, ihe ọbụla bụ ife ị na-achọ ị ga-enwenye. Ka m lotakwala unu Maazị Nnamdi Kanu gwalụ Britain wee na-agwafọsịfa ha grantị anyị Biafra anyị na ọ bụ na arị ise eji wee nye anyị nnwere onwe na anyị emepụtara ife dụka obodo nwee ike kwụrụ na the standard of the world. Anyị anachi ya azụ back to Nigeria wuru second option bụ nke ụlọ na fa azọ kịta anụnwa. And second option a ga-ewe abụrụzie na aga restructure Nigeria. That is second option. Mana first option find anyị Biafra. Ọ bụ na after ari ise ga na anyị esetiri onwe anyị to the standard of the world. Anyị anachi ya. Ya ka na-elotala ọnụ. Ya ka na-eme gịnị? Ka na-elotala ọnụ. Now, Mr. Capo Daniel said that through the subjugation and submitting themselves, he is referring to the sons and daughters of Biafra, sons and daughters of citizens of Biafra, through their subjugation by voting come 2023, allowing themselves to participate in the electoral boards, giving a justification to the international community that Nigeria and Biafrans are one, are okay, which is a lie. And that will be the reason that the international community can never, ever listen to us again. Ka m kwukwa anya ọzọ na ọ bụ na unu tụọ vootu anụ na fashion wee tinye ndị a ga-etinye ife na-ebe aka na-ebe maka na ọ ga-ebe maka na ebe Fulani na-eje bụ gịnị total Islamization ebe ha na-eje onweke ebe ọzọ ha na-eje ka egbuchichie ma nwoke ma nwaanyị na mgbe oge anwa lu elu ife ọbụla ọsọ ọgụ kọọ si na agbakwuru ka ịgbakwuru international community na o nwekwa onye ga-eghe gị ọnụ maka na unu submit go onwe unu through the electoral board, whereby giving the justification, you know, say now, giving the justification to the international community that Nigeria and Biafra are okay, which is a blatant lie. Just like I said, when I was saying, now, if I know, o mele escape. Ebe ko na-eme escape eje. Why o ga-eje eme escape? Police nye tinye n'ime nye. Ife a na-eme, awe na-enwe isi. Mpụta na-enwe aṅụrị. Which is a lie. It's a setup. The same thing na refer ebe ahụ were egwu esi gịnị. Na unu mee ife anụnwa, unu na-egosi ndị ụwa, mba ụwa niile na Nigeria na Biafra na ha jani na gịnị na ha adụ na mma. Mana ya makwa na asị ka ọ bụ maka agaka na-egbugu na-ebe gị isi na-ebe gị amụ na-ebe gị ala belụ gị ọtụ welu ndị ga-ewoje China woje ndị ewoje India welu ndị ga-ewelu woje Britain maka kidney gị ewelu woje then ndị jikwa pas ndị nke ọzọ wee na-emefe ji emefe welukwa wee na-eme ife na-eme ị na-akọ na ya na-egbugo onwekwa onye ga-ege gị ọnụ onwekwa onye megịnị ga-ege gị ọnụ. Now look at it, a very interesting part here. Mr. Capo Daniel again, and I quote, he said, if I am the one in charge of the HOD and IPOB, I will ban all the governors from setting their foot in Biafraland up front. You see that? He will ban all the governors setting their foot. Did you see where I said our number one enemies are the politicians, not aid, not a police. Police, army, and military, they are second in command. I mean, second option, our second enemy. But the main enemy, those politicians, they are our number one enemy. And now, Mr. Capo Daniel, or see, no yanga bonye na nochi anyamazi Nnamdi Kanu kita mazi Nnamdi Kanu na noria buchike doziem no ga-akwụsị governors niile ma senator niile ịbata n'ala Biafra. Ifike ebe na onye gwago wee sị gị na onye sị gị na emele attack eme escape anyị chọrọ ịfụ isi ya before gịnị somebody like me apụta na-enwe aṅụrị. He said it is more important to get rid of these guys. When he mean these guys, beg your pardon. When he mean this guy, he said it is more important to get rid of these guys mean the politicians, than the military and police. You understand what I'm saying now? It is better to get rid of the politicians than the military and police. And by doing so, you will have your ground. Because to Salamozia. You know what I'm saying now? To Salamozia. Ka ọ na-elute ndị be anyị ntị nọ n'ala Igbo, nọ na mpaghara ụlọ ụmụ anụmanụ dị ka Naịjirịa, ebe ọbụla ndị Igbo be anyị nọ, tụsaalụ m ozi a ka o lutefe aka. Onye nweta ya tụsala ibe ya. Ibido ebe ọbụla ibido, ọbụla 20 minutes ka data gị luru, ịgba anya full stop, kpaa anya screenshot, mana ebe nọmba ebe kwụsịrị, echi niile ị control kwa. Maka na ozi anụnwa dị ka ezigbote mkpa. Ozi anụnwa dị ezigbo mkpa. Ọ dị ezigbo mkpa. Mr. Capo Daniel kwukwara wee sio n'ọkakwa mma na-eme mina ndị omekome bụ politicians anụnwa. Ife anụnwa ndụmọdụ na-enye HOD Chike Edozie na ndị otu nye. N'ọka mma na ha meminasi ndị omekome bụ politicians. Ndị duka Soludofa, ndị duka Ifeanyi Ubafa, ndị duka Okowa, ndị duka Hope Uzodimma, ọ ka mma na ha memi na alụfa dan na ha na-achụ polisi na amị. Ya ka nji wee kwuo sị, gụnwa na onwe gị bụ ewu bụla anụmanụ bụla mee, ịrapụ di gị ọnọlụ na military, ịrapụ di gị ọnọlụ na polisi, ma na-ema ife na-afịọ. Ị chọrọ ịgwasị arapụ ebe anwa. Ị chọrọ ịgwasị arapụ ebe anwa. Ọ bụ na mmadụ agwabeghị wee sị na politicians anyị na fafụ nọ ndị na-aṅụ ọbara, ha nọ n'otu nzuzo dị iche iche. Na mgbe ọbụla fachọrọ ọbara, otu nzuzo fachọrọ ọbara, mgbe anwa ka fa ga-eji wee na-eje megịnị wee kpaa nkata ka akpagido polisi na-echefa nche maọbụ amị na-echefa nche. Ewole ọbala fama efifa chọọ ime, abịazi ebozie enyi nọ Eastern Security Network. Gwa na onwe gị bụ nwunye maọbụ ụmụnne ndị anụ egburu egbu, iwe gị niile ọdọlụzie n'ebe the agitation nọ. Mana ị nwere na onye anụnwa bụ onye na ọ na-ata gị tọ n'afụgụ. Oke ma oke. Oke anụnwa na ọ na-ata gị ọ n'afụgụ. Ọ na-eti gị ọ na-asị gị ndo. Ọfanwa. Ya ka nji anagwa gị okwu anụnwa. Can repeat kwanye ọzọ. Mr. Capo Daniel said, and I quote, he said, if he is the one in charge of HOD and IPOB, that he is going to ban all the governors from setting their foot in Biafraland up front. That it is more important to get rid of the politicians than the military and police. Because military and police, they are being manipulated, fall victim of their ritualists. Now peddling it against IPOB and ESN in order to have a justification to bring military to come to villages, to bring their terrorists, not military, to bring their terrorists to come to our villages, to rape our mothers, rape our sisters, kill our fathers, occupy our land, because their destination beginning Fulanization. So today is a win-win situation, but it's only when you begin to reason, begin to get the message, do your own analysis, put your 1 + 1 + 2 together to get the message. Then you will understand. You will understand. Mr. Capo Daniel went on to say, he said to the HOD and DOS that they should make sure that there are no governors, no elected officials who set their foot in Biafraland It's an advice. So, but have you ever seen where such order came out from the HOD? Have you seen that? Of course not. Of course not. He said, whether you are a senator, let me repeat this. This is me. Let me put this one. No be Mr. Capo Daniel, because that is a statement. Because anytime I read this very message, once I come here, I always make sure, because as you see this bracket, it is for this bracket. Mr. Capo Daniel tinyelinye, but you will see the reason. He said, whether you are a senator, no matter how good you are, did you see the reason why I put Senator Nyinabari? Because we see him as the only person is in one Nigeria and also in Biafra. But he is more in support for we to get our fair right, fair share, speaking out for Biafrans. But at the same time, he stands for one Nigeria. That is why Mr. Capo said, whether you are a senator, no matter how good you are, Biafran does not need that type of goodness anymore, because Biafrans are not in agitation anymore. That is why I put this, because I'm in the struggle and I know who is good and who is bad. So nobody should say that it's Mr. Capo Daniel put this one. No be be vetting more be vetting maka na mana enyi na abaribe na ezigbo mmadụ ka ọ bụ mana ndụmọdụ Capo Daniel na-enye DOS na HOD na ọsọ ya bụlugod na senator na-eme ife ndị mmadụ na-achọ ma nọ na one Nigeria na anyị achọrọ dịka ezigbo mmadụ ahụ na ezigbo mmadụ nke anyị chọrọ bụ nke kwụsịrị chinchin n'ime gịnị ime Biafra. You know what I'm saying now? Now, he went on to say that MNK have crossed the line, an era of agitation, because agitation time is over. Now is a time of freedom and independence. That Emeka Odumegwu Ojukwu declared Biafra has never been reversed. These are comments, these are advice coming out from Mr. Capo Daniel, the second man of the defense force in Amazonia, freedom fighters. He said that Nigeria will not give you freedom. You have to kick Nigeria out of Biafraland, because right now, Nigeria is inside Biafraland. The politicians are inside Biafraland, penetrating, setting themselves up. They will tell you that the convoy attack, he escaped. Escaped to go where? Why would you escape? Why would you escape if you are not the one that planned it? Why would you escape? Why would you escape? Riding convoy. Why he is owing his football staff, his football club in the Navy. If I know about football club, if I know about FC, go and ask the workers. He is owing them for years. His football team is not taking care of them. His management, everything, Batabansa, blood money, blood sucking, motherfuckers. The jaw. Owing them. Using people for rituals. And you allow your brother or your sister to be there for them to use you. We don't need this kind of goodness anymore. What we want, we are in the era of freedom. Freedom. Kick Nigeria out of Biafra land, and you will have a space for free. You will have a space to be free. And he went on to say, Who is Nigeria? Onye bụ Nigeria ka ọ na-ajụ. Nke a ajụjụ ọ na-ajụ, o wee na-asị na Nigeria bụ governors. Within the Nigerian state, the Nigerian military, the Nigerian police, and the Nigerian DSS. That all these criminals are the ones protecting the environment for the governors, senators, and vampires to be there. Do you see? Everything is on a make what sense now. They protect our police.
Oh Lord, Chukotika Biama, come rescue your people, Biafra. Oh Lord, Chukotika Biama, come rescue your people, Biafra. Every day we are dying and the people they are crying. Every other one is giving up, and nobody show me love. Our help is from above. You're the only one to show me love. Show me love.
In the 2017, I woke up from my slumber to liberate from slavery. Then I realized I pressed out over my freedom. Why? Is it because I am Igbo man? Or is it because I am a Biafra man? Prophecy, prince from the east, rally from the west upon the trigger of Africa. The sun rises, the sun sets, then hurry around to rise again for the restoration of Biafra. Africa, to the west, people from the west, Yoruba media pressured over my freedom. How? News allegedly. Yoruba media news allegedly. Oh Lord.
Oh Lord, Chukotika Biama, come rescue your people, Biafra. Oh Lord, Chukotika Biama, come rescue your people, Biafra. Every day we are dying and the people they are crying. Every other one is giving up, and nobody show me love. Our help is from above. You're the only one to show me love. So show me love.
Down to the masses, people are working up to say enough is enough. From the east down to the west, from the middle belt down to the north. Heavily taxed force, the unknown, has given out a warning to harness and the war, to Nigerian police, to Nigerian army, all the security forces in Nigeria. You won. When the people are killed, nobody reporting it. When the innocent are jailed, nobody reporting it. What do we do? What do we say? That is why we look upon unknown to do the needful. Because people have to be free, people have to be safe. When you think about freedom, what do you have in mind? When you think about slavery, what do you have in mind? Oh Lord,
oh Lord, Chukotika Biama, come rescue your people, Biafra. Oh Lord, Chukotika Biama, come rescue your people, Biafra. Every day we are dying and the people they are crying. Every other one is giving up, and nobody show me love. Our help is from above. You're the only one to show me love. So show me love. We'll see your life better, see your future brighter, see your land where everyone in it feels greater. Filled with the best of praise. Yeah, believe in love and understanding. Our eyes are up the hill, that's where our help comes from. To you alone our love to raise our voice. To you alone I can hear our voice. And to you we raise our voice to supplication.
The unknown has sent a serious warning to every libertine living in Nigeria. According to unknown, it's time to end everything for peace to reign in Africa. The unknowns are beautiful angels of death. Just right, bring down not flies, but the giant enforcers of misery. If Mieti Allah terror henchmen and others including Boko Haram can be arrested free by Noye Colonel Folanai Muhammad Buhari, then no single soul deserves to be in any prison in Nigeria. News allegedly, Yoruba media news allegedly.
Oh Lord, Chukotika Biama, come rescue your people, Biafra. Oh Lord, Chukotika Biama, come rescue your people, Biafra. Every day we are dying and the people they are crying. Every other one is giving up, and nobody show me love. Our help is from above. You're the only one to show me love.
Prison break at the Nigeria Correctional Service or where it custodial center Imo State. I pity those are brothers and sisters and the force of Zoo Nigeria. The unknowns are beautiful angels of death. Their stripe bring down not flies, but the giant enforcers of misery.
Oh Lord, Chukwokika Biamma, come rescue your people, Biafra. Oh Lord, Chukwokika Biamma, come rescue your people, Biafra. Every day we are dying and the people they are crying. Every other one is giving up, and nobody showing love. Our help is from above. You're the only one to show me love.
His management, everything, batabansa, blood money, blood sucking, motherfuckers. The jaw. Or in them. Using people for rituals. And you allow your brother or your sister to be there for them to use you. We don't need this kind of goodness anymore. What we want, we are in the era of freedom. Kick Nigeria out of Biafraland, and you will have a space for free. You will have a space to be free. And he went on to say, who is Nigeria? Onye bụ Nigeria ka ọ na-ajụ. Nke ajụjụ na-ajụ, o wee na-asị na Nigeria bụ governors. Within the Nigerian state, the Nigerian military, the Nigerian police, and the Nigerian DSS. That all these criminals are the ones protecting the environment for the governors, senators, and vampires to be there. You see? Everything is on a make what sense now. They protect for police, army, DSS. Can they have use ritual, blood sacrifice, army, police, DSS. How on with a came around one? Yang about to take a ju. Can you even hang around one? Came and hung around one. Yang about to take a ju. Came on set up. So I have to forget about. I have to forget about. You also say now, he said, remember French people, British people, and South African people did not. You also say that you should remember what they did to their own. They have a zero tolerance for these people because they are our worst enemy. These are the people that took out General Ikonso, he said. You understand what I'm saying now? So whenever they are telling you that clash, ask them where are they? Want to see why would he escape? Why would he escape? Now, moving to another strategy, because like I said, they have different strategies. They have different strategies. If this one did not work, this one will work. If this one did not work, this is what they believe. This is exactly what they believe. Now, some of you have seen this video.
Of IPOB and all of that, but IPOB has come out and emphatically part of this criminal gang, and they are now working with us. And we'll probably see their own actions in the next few days, and the people are waiting to see what they can or cannot do.
Did you listen to that? In the next few days, people are waiting to see what they can and cannot do. And they met tombom. This is tombom. Even the governor putting their hope on the faceless agitators, DOS, to see what they can and cannot do.
To join us. And we called on them on the day
to join them
of our inauguration. That if you are not part of this, come.
You listen to that. I want you to pick something. I want you to hear something. Inauguration. Because we are going somewhere. This is another topic. We are going to another topic right now, talking about another strategy. This is part of their strategy. I want you to listen. They cut it something. You understand what I'm saying now? That inauguration. I want you to listen to that.
The allegations of IPOB and all of that. But IPOB.
Yeah, I believe he's talking about the kidnap of Mazi Odinkemma, how they betray Mazi Odinkemma. And he is defending them. But IPOB have come to deny. No.
He has come out and emphatically stated, and I believe them, that they are no longer part of this criminal gang, as it were. And they are now working with us. And we'll probably see their own actions in the next few days. And the people are waiting to see what they can or cannot do to join us. And we called on them on the day of our inauguration. That if you
They call on them on the day of inauguration. Now, that is another point I want you to pay attention. Now, you remember I told you that Senator Ifeanyi Oba, he escaped. According to what they said, it is a planned deal. He used those people to refresh himself. Blood. He's a occulty, utu obunono. O use ndango emegini, where refresh you when you, where walis you when you. That is his number one benefit. Number two benefit now is this. They are working already, they are already working with the DOS. You know what I'm saying now? Now, what is the next benefit? The next benefit is the inauguration. This inauguration of the South ESM. Do you understand what I'm saying now? Because I want to let you know that no genuine Eastern Security Network that knows what China Samuru did killed a lot of them that will work with him. It's impossible. It is impossible. I want you to know that. So that is automatically, they don't have men. They don't have men. They are even losing the one that they have. They are even losing the one that they have. You understand what I'm saying now? Now, those remaining ones that from Dead Man Squad jump into the Ebubago. Now, Ebubago have cast to go. Youth are coming out and protesting here and there. They don't want Ebubago. You know what I'm saying now? Now, what is the next plan, their next strategy? Their next strategy is now converting those Ebubago into ESM. You know, so that they can operate under IPOB. That is where you see Soludo came out and said they are watching them to see what they can and cannot do. And you can also hear from the ending, he said inauguration. They just recently inaugurated their Southern ESM. Am I correct? Recently. Fine and good. Now I want you to see, I want to prove to you something right now. There is something that I want to prove to you. I'm going to show you a video of the inauguration of Ebubago in Ebonyi State. I want to see their mode of parade. I want you to watch the I just want you to watch the atmosphere. I just want you to watch the mode of parade. One day when they hold out their stick in that ebubago, parading, because they don't trust them. They did not trust them. They believe that if they give them gun, before they will give you gun, they will know how they trust you. They cannot give you gun because they don't even trust you. That is the difference between we and you. You understand what I'm saying now? If ESN want to show themselves, do you know what they will do? You will see each and every one of them holding their gun. Do you understand what I'm saying now? They are going. I wish I would just get a video of our gallant men. Just a sample to show you. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying now. I wish I can just get a video of our gallant men just to show you a sample, just a sample. You also say now that if our men want to do this, just give me a moment. Let me play this. Just take this song, refreshing yourself. Let me get a video because I want to prove something to you.
Are you gonna bring this jealousy?
Yeah, what up? Yeah, what up? Yeah, what up?
Gotta wake up, forget about hypocrisy.
Tell them what they have to know.
Yeah, the gospel of freedom we are preaching.
Every day now and then.
Why you say Igbo man?
Yep,
Igbo man that. Igbo man this. And Igbo man that.
I say how long to the coastal region all you stay, and you say Igbo man this, Igbo man that. Let me remind you that the economics prosper, but the so-called South is currently being seized and controlled by the Fulani Janja way. And you say Igbo man this, Igbo man that. Are you also aware that even the oil was in Abia State, Imo State, Anambra State, and recently even in Enugu State are being owned and controlled by the Fulani Janja way? And you say Igbo man this, Igbo man that. Are you also aware that after the sharing proceeds of the oil between the alliance in Shell, in Mobile, in Najib, and the alliance of the Tevorin of the United States of America?
How long are you gonna bring this jealousy?
Yeah, what up? Yeah, what up? Yeah, what up?
Gotta wake up, forget about hypocrisy.
Tell them what they have to know.
Yeah, the gospel of freedom we are preaching.
Every day now and then.
Why you say Igbo man?
Yep,
Igbo man that. Igbo man this. And Igbo man that.
The leftover is given to the 44 local government of Kano State and the rest of the northern state of Nigeria. And you say Igbo man this, Igbo man that. I say how long? Mazi Odinkemma is the man God had chosen to restore the world, starting from the restoration of Biafra, Africa, and the rest of the world, so that everyone can have a freedom of speech, everyone can have a freedom of movement. This is exactly what we are lacking in the damnable zoological Republic of Nigeria. Unlike the Mazi Odinkemma used to say that calling Nigeria a zoo is like insulting an animal living in the forest. Yeah.
How long are you gonna bring this jealousy?
Yeah, what up? Yeah, what up? Yeah, what up?
Gotta wake up, forget about hypocrisy.
Tell them what they have to know.
Yeah, the gospel of freedom we are preaching.
Every day now and then.
Why you say Igbo man?
Yep,
Igbo man that. Igbo man this. And Igbo man that.
Now listen again.
Jealousy is the root of hatred.
Jealousy is the root of hatred.
Don't overlook the voice of freedom now.
Come on now.
Reach the freedom of Biafraland.
Every day now and then.
If I am free, you are free. Africa will be free.
Because people living in Nigeria, they don't think of reason. Man of the man of the world. Mazi Odinkemma salute you. Posa, a prince from the east, rising from the West Africa. Upon the trigger, the sun rises, the sun sets. Then hurry around to rise again for the restoration of Biafra, Africa, and the rest of the world.
How long are you gonna bring this jealousy?
Yeah, what up? Yeah, what up? Yeah, what up?
You gotta wake up, forget about hypocrisy. hypocrisy.
Tell them what they have to know.
You're the gospel of freedom we are preaching.
Every day now and then.
Why you say Igbo man
Yep,
this,
yep,
Igbo man that, Igbo man this,
yep,
and
yep.
Igbo man that.
Back to the coastal region, or you stay, and you say Igbo man will dominate you, huh? Let me ask you, how many oil plots do you have in your land? How many billionaires do you have in your land? What about the land? Has it been?
Okay, now, there is video I'm looking for, but I couldn't find it, but I find something else. I want you to see this video. I want you to see. Hold on. Where is this video? Okay. Just give me a moment, please. Just give me a moment. I want to show you something so that we can move. I'm very sorry taking your time. Very sorry taking your time. Good. Here we go. Watch this video. I want you to see this video. It's not clear, but I want you to just focus on the guns that they are holding.
Security network, IBR command, getting ready, preparation to march
Eastern Security Network.
in search of the Janja.
If you know your buna jichalo ngwa ogunya, onwere onye na-enye ibe ya enyi. Ama bidan na hancha ji ofu obi. Onye ọbụla ji gịnị ji egbe nkenye. Ama bidan na good. Kainachi back to the back to the now these people, the same people that was used during the time of inauguration of Ebubago are still the same people, because Ebubago have cast. People have come out in order nde mmadụ apụtago gangari iwe maka etu Ebubago si egbusisi. Just today come for another video. Ụmụ nwaanyị na-eme n'onwe meeting, August meeting, ka Ebubago jede we mee gịnị we na-disrupt over. Ihe na eji ekwu ihe anụ ihe me nji ekwu ife anụ njekwu ka ụnụ malụkwa amalụ na ọbọkwa ESN, because mgbe oge ruolu kịta ụnụ asị that na ESN bịa ya ka eji amakwa ọkwa ya ka nji amakwa ọkwa ya now ka ụnụ malụkwa amalụ. Asị ọkwa m ọ bụ na onye chechu Biafra ndị na our number one enemy, people odoka gịnị, people odoka Ifeanyi Uba, Ime Okowo, because Ime Okon, Hope Uzodimma, ndị anụnwa bụ ndị anyị chọ ka anyị na-anụ ka isi fa ka ọ daa ọfụma bụ ndị anyị chọ ya ma bụ ndị nchọ. Amụta na-ekwu na ha nwa mana ịnọkọta ete anụ esi afụ that na sigo na ESN na ha je ebe ụmụ nwaanyị na-eme August meeting, ma ọ bụ asịgo na ha jere ebe ụmụ nwoke na-eme nzukọ ụmụnna. Malụkwa na Ebubago na-eme ya o. Malụkwa na Ebubago. I'm going to prove it to you. During the time of inauguration, you will see that arms were not given to them for the world to see. That is number one. Number two, they don't trust each other. Because even as they're doing that inauguration there are top high-ranking politicians not within that inauguration. Giving you an example in the time of Ebonyi State. During the time of Ebonyi State, there are top politicians. So they cannot risk it. They don't trust you. That is why I will when you go back and make inauguration. until they move away from you. They will now give you a gun to go and kill yourself. Go and kill yourself. Ana agwagosigo ogwego. Ogwego do kwa node. Nke a bụkwa ọgwụ ego n'ụdị nke ya. Mana ife nchọga mmepe Biafrans ndị na-ege ntị. That na ndị anụnwa nọ na-ebube agụ Dave my mail inauguration bụkwa ndị bụ this new formation of ESN Southern is ESN, South ESN, all the same people. I'm going to prove it to you. There, this new ESN, they were not having any gun to display themselves. Just like as I showed you right now, that the real ESN, they trust themselves. They had their AK-47, 49 bazooka mounted. They don't fear anybody. Politicians they use. Politicians are man say that no wole we nyefa. Every politician not there. Haga bofaliri. Now watch our inauguration. I want you to see the inauguration. This is the inauguration of the bank in Ebonyi State. You see, this is Governor Dave Umahi. They don't trust any of them. They don't trust you. You being a bag, or you claiming to be ESM, or you are working for the politician, because they can never give you gun when they are. Even if they give you gun, they won't even give you, because they will feel that you even have some bullet. Maybe you have 1 or 3 bullets in your pocket to kill them. That is why you see this parade. You see him parading near the Ebubag. Let me fast forward it so that you can see none of them hold any gun. Good. This is what I want to prove to you. They don't trust you. But ESN, the real ESN, trust themselves. They can hold gun. Mazi Odinkemma nwere ike bịa na NIST, Eastern Security Network. Onye ọbụla ebulu dike egbe ọbụla so ya egwu ama atụ Mazi Odinkemma. Egwu ama atụ m. Udiko egbe ọbụla ha bulu egwu ama atụ m nke onwe fa ga-eme m. Mazi Odinkemma onwe fa ga-eme ya. Amabeta achọ ka ndị ba na-aghọta mana ndị politicians anụnwa egwu ekwefa wole egbe nye ndị anụnwa fachi use ka ha ji na ndụ fa n'iyi na nkịtị na-abụ. Neye ebube agụ holding stick instead of gun, because the governor is there. Top politicians are there. It's kind of HRM. Yeah, I mean, you from the beginning. Now, majority of people in Egemonti, 95% are Biafrans. 95% of them are Biafrans. Even Egemonti. That is why you those in a onye na amabe maka Mazi Odinkemma nke ndele Nwachineke. Imagine na atu sali nyozia, na atu sali anya. Maka na ndị na-ege m ntị karịsịa bụ ndị nọ na Biafraland na ndị nọ na mpaghara Zoo Nigeria. Fa bi na-ege m ntị. So ka ị na-ege ntị ka ị na-aghọta. The top politicians are here. That is why they can never ever give them gun. Unlike the Eastern Security Network, I'll just show you a video where our men display their arms and guns and the rest of them. They don't have any fear. Anybody don't. But a person like a China Samuru, even China Samuru, as I'm talking to you right now, even if you go to the Zoo Nigeria, he cannot organize everybody to come. He is going to disarm them. Don't carry your gun, no. Do not carry your gun, no. just come empty-handed because they don't trust them. I'm telling you honestly, they don't trust them. So let us continue. Give Oisisaji. Play now. Attack. Video play. Video play. Okay, let me remove it and put it back again. Advance. Watch out. Advance. They don't problem. Even this stick, as they hold this stick step, when they point it in any upon any politician, Obiana Mapia. So also you see how go there to an point go there. How point go there near devil mind. I'm telling you honestly, and even this stick itself, they are the one that is going to supply. They will say, don't bring your own stick because they don't even trust you. They don't even trust you. That you might go and put AK-47, use wood to cover it, and you and use it to come and kill them. So they will say, do not bring your own stick. They will say, do not bring your own stick. Come, we will give you a stick. They will say, Governor, Your Excellency, you should have allowed us to use the real weapon to demonstrate and shoot 1 or 2 rounds from the air. So no, don't worry, no. They will say, according to the Constitution, So, okay. But can't you see the way that Eastern Security Network are doing it? They are displaying. These are miscreants. They are terrorists. Okay. Just think. Shut up. Do you want to maintain your job or not? Stop asking me silly question. Do what I ask you. I'll give them stick, and that is final. What do you want? You want more money? I'll give you more money because they protect your life. That is why you see them. Let us go. Okay. Allow me to do this program now.
Bounce to bounce, position to be taken. Position taking. Advance. Advance.
Speak. You see? All these things instead of gone. But Eastern Security Network will have their gun. They will have their guns. But then they will never give them because they don't trust them. But you know what? Ebubago have casted. Protests everywhere. If you go to Enugu protest, Imo protest, Anambra protest against Ebubago, protest against Mama is crying, Ebubago have killed, Papa is crying, everybody is crying. That Ebubago finish, Ebubago busigani. So Okastigo, what is another strategy? Another strategy is what? To use HOD to make their alliance to be more stronger with the people. That is why the governor of Anambra came out. They are waiting to see what they can and cannot do. They are waiting to see what the DOS can and cannot do. What is exactly? They are working with the DOS. They are working with the DOS. So they are waiting to see what they can and cannot do. This is West. You understand saying now?
And that is the law of the state of Tobago passed by the State House of Assembly. So let me say that what we have here is very lawful,
Look at it.
and we continue to be
of that. They don't trust
for the benefit of our people. Let me say that section 7, subsection 7 of the law says the function of a Bubagu is to assist the police and other security agencies in carrying out any lawful activities that.
What is different? The two things that you can use to identify them, their top is identified with a Bubagu color. That is the Bubagu ESN. Their stick is identified with their ESN. I mean, is identified with a Bubagu. What else do you want? Politicians are around the corner. You will not see them. You will not see them. Because they don't give up. The same formation. After that, they will not supply them different types of weapons. So, what I'm telling the Afro, by the time these people, they still get to work, but they are going to come to remove the official attack on this security. If you cut any of them by making exchanging fire, and luckily one of them sustained a major injury. He sustained a major injury. Do you know what you do? Make sure that you torture him until he pronounce, they say it's ESN, Abi, until he pronounce the name of their leader. Torture him, torture. They are going to come officially. They are going to come. They are going to come. I know that one. Then luckily for onye sustain a very casual and very severe injury. Unu nwetia obuno ntutu unu wolu ntutu na adu ya na obuna anu aru ya unu wolu mma una na ebele ya anu aru na ebele ya obele ka ogwu na onye bu ka ogwu no 1 or 2 3 nde bu leader fa na that their ESN ama metan nekwu na okpo fafa I want atma chema okpo fafa. Because this video, this video I draw clear. We could have do this in. We could have captured their faces. We could have captured their faces, but this video that I uploaded is not clear. They are not allowing me to play this video. Yeah, attack. Look at it. Stick. Who's a bad? Carrying Biafran flag. But when you see that t-shirt, you identify in the bag. Once you see that t-shirt, you identify in the bag. You understand now? When you see that t-shirt, thank you very much. You say it's true. Yes, working for I'm proper. I'm not this buying up. It's true. ESN is back working for DOS and Nigerian politicians. This is what she said. I say my analysis is accurate. Please let me drop my number so that just take my number. Look at my number here. Please take my number. Take get a pen and take it down, please. So she just gave it name now. ESN Ebubago. Thank you very much. This is ESN Ebubago. No, Ebubago ESN. Or ESN Ebubago. Yeah. No. Yeah. Yes. Because they first of all, from the volunteer, carved them to Dead Men Squad. Because the volunteers are ESN, right? Good. Carved them to Ebubago. I mean, a Dead Men Squad. From Dead Men Squad to Ebubago. From Ebubago to ESN. So dead Ebubago ESN. Dead Ebubago ESN. These are dead Ebubago ESN. Dead Men Squad Ebubago ESN. These are Dead Men Squad Ebubago ESN. These are the people. Dead Men Squad Ebubago ESN. Because they first of all, they break away from the volunteers. Onyendu said one central command in volunteer force. This is what Onyendu said. But China Sangoro, Igwe Ogbonnaya, Ishi Okotoku, all of them. What is this one name? This one that was it was a coordinator, and then from coordinator to commander of Dead Men Squad. I forget his name. So, but what am I trying to say here? From Dead Men Squad, I mean from volunteers to Dead Men Squad, from Dead Men Squad to Ebubago, from Ebubago to ESN. So Dead Men Squad, Ebubago, ESN. Take my number, please. Take my number. Take my number, please. Stella Aro. Take my number, please. Take my number. So this very message I can on Makande Bany no. Kunu ge message anuma from the beginning to the end. O when Jibo we call ofuma. And those anuma there is botempa or there is botempa. Uzi anuma there is botempa. Kunu gente. Kunu nolo. Onwere ife no na isi azu. Onwere ife no na isi azu. Onwere ife no na Nigeria. Onwere ife no na Nigeria. You got to now. Onwere ife no na Nigeria. You got to go. Stella said that is true. ESN Ebubago working for DOS and Nigerian government. Biko bomb de Quenti. I believe you've taken my number. If you have taken my number, please write on the comment section that you've taken it, please. Stella Arrow. Take my number, please. I write on the comment section if you have taken it. If you have not taken it, you do what? Tell me again, let me put it again, please. She confirmed it. Stella Arrow said, it's true that ESN Ebubago working for DOS and Nigerian government. This is what she confirmed. I say I'm waiting for you, my sister. I'm waiting for you, my sister, to see your comment that you have taken the number so that I want to end the program. I want to end the program, please. Please write on the comment section if you are taking it. Please, if you have taken the number, write on the comment section that you have taken it, so that I will end the number. Let me be refreshing you with this, my song.
Coming in.
I'm right here.
Oh, na, na, na. Hey, see. Waiting out every man as they throw away water. No, no, no.
That's right.
Waiting out every man as they throw away water. No, no, no. I beg my people, make una no throw away ice. Because if I do fight, not for children, no. I beg my people, make una no throw away ice. Because if I do fight, not for children, no. We need this Biafra, not our children, no. We need this Biafra, not our children, no.
Waiting at the cinema at the drawer with my people. This family way that's not the kind of builder. He did not build it to make itself rich, rather to make it one generation richer. If you go Western Nigeria, watching the talk about now, people Niger party and clubs. We not just make you not enjoy yourselves. Enjoyment. But how you go to your house, fire the point your house, you define my cheta, we go take key rat. Go to Enugu State, person we call the second bishop of Enugu State diocese. Second of May 2009, you enter, she never talk about the killing where they happen for your state. Not to talk about the killing where they happen for Nigeria. Everywhere killings.
Waiting out every man as they throw away water. No, no, no.
That's right.
Waiting out every man as they throw away water. No, no, no. I beg my people, make una no throw away ice. Because if I do fight, not for children, no. I beg my people, make una no throw away ice. Because if I do fight, not for children, no. We need this Biafra, not our children, no. We need this Biafra, not our children, no.
Bishop Callisto on I get on the night of November 2020 cause I answers. Now you try to talk for the people, now they don't buy you. Now they don't buy you. You know when they talk in the favor of the masses. People where they suffer every day and not in the hands of the government. What support to the root them? You not gonna talk in the favor of the government. That when the Sociological Republic of Nigeria, government when they kill the people when they support to the rule. For example, on the 20th of August 2021, where you say permanent suspension for the IPOB goes down. 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 Yeah.
Waiting out every man as they throw away water. No, no, no.
That's right.
Waiting out every man as they throw away water. No, no, no. I beg my people, make una no throw away ice. Because if I do fight, not for children, no. I beg my people, make una no throw away ice. Because if I do fight, not for children, no. We need this Biafra, not our children, no. We need this Biafra, not our children, no.
China Sanguru, what I can win no film, I can run a bar of Burumena. It is one that watching tonight, so I can never listen to so many Baniniman. Kitty can we post another real sin of Papa Banyabi, you got to possess. What can the Buzo Kudo Pake de Pehano Yapura China to Bishakalis in Kenugu State? Yanamazi China Sanguru of the US. Generation kite buluka pata wena sina hage mikini na make sure na nyimu tanguru maka 1917 aburo 2021. Yamelinja waka kishako senanya maka nife melu dijirezo kwa ya limegi. Ebo jelu dubakona lego jilumu nenya manaka kondo zobuza kilo. Ebo jelu dubakona rego jilumu nenya manaka kondo zobuza kilo. Ebo jelu dubakona rego jilumu nenya manaka kondo zobuza kilo. Yeah.
No, no, no.
That's right.
Waiting out every man as they throw away water. No, no, no. I beg my people, make una no throw away ice. Because if I do fight, not for children, no. I beg my people, make una no throw away ice. Because if I do fight, not for children, no. We need this Biafra, not for our children, no. We need this Biafra, not for our children, no. We need this Biafra, not for our children, no. We need this Biafra, not for our children, no.
God bless you too. God bless you.
We will not allow sub-Saharan Africa to escape that. Okay, we do everything to keep sub-Saharan Africa where it is, also impoverished. It's absolutely vital for the prosperity of everyone else. So let's get clear about that. Okay, and this means all the economic structures all the global institutions and the economics we teach everyone is all designed to keep Africa exactly where it is. And whether it is Europe or US or now China, it's always the same. We need Africa to be impoverished because we need those raw materials and we need them dirt cheap. Okay, so that's the message. It doesn't mean to say that there's nothing Africans can do. Of course there is. Okay, but this is the opposition that they're fighting. This is what it's about. Because if Africa does do something different, I assure you living standards of all those in Europe and North America and Asia is going to fall. Okay? And that is a big price to pay. I assure you that the West is not going to allow that without a big fight. Okay, so this is what it's fundamentally about. What I want to show you is how these structures are operating. It's just 20 minutes, so we can't do very much, but just to give you a little bit of an idea. And why I keep the ideology part there is because we are part of the producers of ideology. At universities and academic institutions, we are complicit in this whole enterprise. Okay, so the job of many Western academics is to convince Africans they have to keep doing what they're doing. Okay, and to show them it's your fault that you're poor. It's not our fault. It's your fault that you're poor. You know, so this is what we do in academic institutions, and I want to show that as well. To start, this is what it's basically about, so you know what it's about. But I want to just show you the extent to which Africa is specializing in the production of raw materials and basic agricultural goods. We know the basic forces that have caused this underdevelopment. We know it's colonization. I will not discuss that very much because my colleague speaker is going to go into some aspects of this. But I do want to discuss the global economic structures, the global financial institutions, and economic ideology, briefly, to give you a flavor of those. Let me start with this. You can't really see it so easily, but if those of you who are interested, you want the PowerPoint, I'm sure we can make it available to you. But the thing that you really need to see is the top line. Okay? And the extent of dependency is captured by this statistic at the top. Okay? And you compare it with all other income groups, and what you see is essentially in that one statistic how dependent sub-Saharan Africa is on raw material production. Okay? This is the very heart of what makes sub-Saharan Africa beat. Okay? Here, just to have a look at one very important additional statistic, with all this export coming from sub-Saharan Africa, how much does sub-Saharan Africa account for in terms of global trade value? We know there are vast resources coming from there, but look at the bottom line in terms of global trade value. Look at that. 0.5%, 1975, 0.95%, going down to 0.1. To 0.1. Meaning that with all these vast resources being produced, how much are they getting for it? Nothing. Nothing. This is a very significant piece of data. Then I just want to show you what has happened to sub-Saharan Africa, because what we know, and from all studies, no country ever develops without manufacturing. Okay, producing raw materials will not take you anywhere. Producing basic agricultural goods will not take you anywhere. And let's have a look at how much manufacturing activity takes place in sub-Saharan Africa. We can look over the last 15 odd years, 15, 20 years. And we see manufacturing has actually declined as a percentage of the total. This is percentages of total production in sub-Saharan Africa. How much of it is accounted for by manufacturing? So this figure here is 17% of the total. Most of the rest, when we talk of industry, it includes manufacturing, but the bulk of it is mining. Okay? Raw material extraction. This is the bulk of it. And here we see actually raw material extraction has stayed the same. What has caused industry to fall is the fall in manufacturing production. This is deliberate because we will never, as Western economists, as Western policymakers, we cannot afford to allow Africa to industrialize and start producing manufactures. Okay, so we will do everything to stop that. And I'm going to show you how we actually block that.